the Saints. They'll parade out Trevor Green in net. Tees, Randall, and Troush. Backed by Cooper Smith and Anders Hill. Puck's down or underway. Lancers send it all the way to the end wall. Smith back to get it. Plays it over to his defensive partner. Tries to bring it up to the near side. Anders Hill has it behind the net. Chips it out the far side. Glove down by Omaha. Passes over from the top of the circles. Can't get connected. Wrapped around. Elliot Troush has it now behind his own net. He'll bring it out the far side with some speed. Finds some room on the far side. Chipped into the zone. Omaha back to get it off the goal line. They'll wrap it around to the near side. Battled on there. Omaha chips it off the boards, out to center ice. Carried into the attacking zone. They'll drive wide. Centering pass. Couldn't quite get to it. Now loose shot. Deflected wide by Breen. Omaha battle for it on the half wall. Back to the blue line. Set on net. Breen will stop it. And he'll hold for a whistle. Despite the encouragement of Matt Larson to play it, we'll get a face-off to the right of Breen. Schrader in for the face-off now. Saints will chip it out of the zone. Picked up in front of the Lancers bench. Michael Poles battles for it in the corner. Goes back behind the Lancer net. They'll send it out to far side, out to neutral ice. Into the attacking zone, taken away by Elsie Sukocha. The Saints will try and get it out. Held in at the blue line by the Lancers. Still forced back down. Michael Poles finally gets it out to center ice. Played back to the defenders. Omaha walking up through neutral ice into the attacking zone. Shot, glove down by Breen, and we'll get a whistle. Wyatt Powell for the faceoff. He wins it over to Carter Meehan. Meehan tries to spin it in the corner. Gets it back to Powell. Powell races it out the far side. He's got Smothers out in front of him. Into the zone. Over to Smothers. Loses a handle on the slot. Omaha will walk away with it. Dumped in from center ice. We'll carry him all the way back to the end wall. Owen Troush back to get it. Sends it to the far side. Powell plays it off the boards there. Wobbly puck goes all the way back to the Omaha defensive zone. Smothers with a nice work check. Kicks it back behind the net. Tries to play it off the side of the net. Omaha's got it there. Now sent out the far side. The Lancers working in the attacking zone. Knocked away by Troush. Troush takes a big hit in the corner. Omaha tries to walk away with it. It's taken back by the Saints. They'll chip it out to center ice and go for a change. No ice on the tip. Omaha behind their own net with a head of speed. They'll bring it up to near boards. Out to neutral ice, taken away by Troush. Sent back into the Omaha defensive zone. They'll play it back out to neutral ice. Cooper Smith gets it ahead. Off the boards for icing. 11:58 to play in the first. Omaha leading in the shots, 3-0.
I'm a desperado now, y'all know what I know. When I say I'm do it, no, it's not hollow. January to Christmas, I'll be standing on business. #1 on the hit list, get you on Joker's hit list. When I shoot, I never miss, it's like I know. Bringing truth on these fools like a mind show.
Puck's down, Lancers win it, holding in at the blue line, they'll go D to D. Fired on net, glove by Breen, we'll do it all again. Saints will send out a fresh line of Tees, Randall, and Troush. Right back by Cooper Smith, Anders Hill. Face off to the right of Trevor Breen. Puck's down, Saints control on the half wall. Played it up to the blue line, held in by the Lancers. Battle continues on the far boards. Omaha walks away with it, spins off a stick. Now they'll center from the corner. Picked up there by Smith. He'll get it ahead. Elliot Troush Works the puck into the zone. Shot by Tees, blocked. Now Troush. Spinning shot from the slot. Kick save by the Omaha goaltender. Battled on in the near boards. Omaha sends it out to center ice. Glove down there. Knocked off a skate there by Anders Hill. Omaha back behind the Dubuque net. Cooper Smith now fires out the far side. Chips it out. 2-on-1 the other way. We've got Randall and Tees. Randall shot. Partially blocked in the goal! Tyler Randall follows up his own shot. Completes the wraparound, and the Saints are on the board. 1-0.
It wasn't easy.
So we'll get Blake Schrader out. Jack Huger. Michael Poles on the far side. Schrader takes a big hit at center ice. Omaha controls inside the zone. Battle for in the slot. Now it's flipped to the boards. Lance is forced it down to the end line. Mullenkamp back to get it. He'll ring it around to Fugger. Held at the blue line by Omaha. Michael Poles steps in front and knocks the puck loose. Now sent all the way back to the end wall. Mullenkamp back to get it. Sends it out the far side, just off the stick of Elsie Sukachov. Omaha tries to send it back in. Sukachov. Well, it looked like it made it out. Wheelan says no, now it's out. Omaha D2D in their own zone. They'll wrap it up the near boards. Taken away there by Schrader. Takes another big hit on the boards. Played over to Elsie. Elsie gets it ahead to Michael Poles. Gets it ahead to Blake Schrader. Schrader from the tops of the circle. Shot saved by the goaltender. Schrader wraps it around to the near boards.
Randall, assisted by number 3, Elliot Trout.
Controlled just outside the blue line. Omaha will force it into their own attacking zone. Walks around Trout. Shot. Hit the inside of the top of the crossbar, but didn't make it in, says Matt Larson. Right up ahead. Smothers gets it off to Powell. Powell tries to send it through. The Palmer couldn't connect. Now picked up by Smothers. He'll send it back to his own side of the red line. Chipped ahead. Knocked off his stick by the Lancers forward. Shot. Saved by Green. He'll hold on for a whistle. 9:23 left in the first.
Spirit of a lion is judge my soul. Give it up to Zion and my flag grows.
Got the usual suspects in the comments. Kathy Fugger, Brian Plunkett. Welcome back to our favorite fans. Palmer's got it now. Chips it up ahead. Smothers will try and run it down on the far side. Into the corner he goes. Sends it back. Omaha takes it away. Palmer knocks it loose for a second. Now played up the far side. Omaha will work it into the zone. Chips it around Cooper Smith back behind the net. Powell plays it out. Omaha digs it out behind the net. Chipped out in front. Loose puck. Green will fall on it for a whistle. Ethan Tees to the dot. That's not Ethan Tees, that's Ethan Waddick. Sent on net, taken away there by Anders Hill. He'll send it up the far boards. Knocked away from there. Centering pass. Green gets a poke check. Try the far boards again. Omaha holds it in again. Now taken away by Cooper Smith. Runs into some resistance. Anders Hill plays it out into the attacking zone. Omaha spins it out to the far side. Elsie plays it just in front of her own bench. Back into the Omaha defensive zone. Jumps over the stick to Tyler Randall. Delayed call coming on the Saints. Held on by Breen. We'll get the whistle. So at 8:05, Omaha will go on their first power play of the game. Brady Hubanks has already got his name on the board. 2 minutes for roughing. Face off to come to the left of Breen. We'll get Randall and Troush out to kill the penalty. They're backed by Molenkamp and Sokocha. Puck's down. Tied up at the dot. Now Omaha digs it loose. Sends it back to the blue line. Played back to the boards. They'll go back to the D at the top. Shot deflected. Up into the netting for a whistle. Puck to come to the right of Trevor Breen now. Randall still the man at the dot. Puck's down. Going to the boards. Comes back to the blue line. Omaha holds it there. They'll play it back down the side. Now find some room. Work to the far side. Down to the faceoff. Dot shot. Goal. Lancers tie it up on the power play. 7:35 left to go in the first. We've got a 1-1 game. Shots on goal. Favor Omaha. 6-3. Puck's down. Omaha controls briefly. Now they're knocking it into the zone. Meehan and Troush out there, back to get it. Troush has got it behind the net. Plays it up to the corner to Meehan. He'll send it up the boards to Fugger. Knocked away there, and Omaha's got it. Poked loose by Michael Poles. Jack Fugger sends it forward. Omaha knocks it back. Fugger again dumps it into the zone. Blocked by the Omaha goaltender, and the Lancers will send it up the near side, controlled in front of their own bench. Dumped into the zone. Breen stops it behind his own net. Leaves it there for Troush. Troush walks away from one. Leaves it for Fugger. Meehan. Meehan cycles back to Troush, who sends it to the far boards. Michael Poles controls it there. Chipped out, held in by Omaha. Block. Oh! Trevor Breen gets caught with a lackadaisical effort is the best way to say it. Can't quite hold on to the puck. Goes over his shoulder. 2-1 for Omaha. Powell in for the faceoff. He's out there with Palmer and Smothers. Breen adjusting his helmet. So Pele is here. We get Anders Hill and Cooper Smith back on defense. Faceoff won by Omaha. Saints battle for it in front of the scorer's table. Now Smothers has it. Sends it into the zone. Omaha D-to-D in front of their own net. Played up the near side. Out to center ice. Controlled by Anders Hill. He'll send it back in. Glove down there by the Omaha goaltender. Wrapped around to the far side. They'll try and bring it up the middle. Saints take it away. Palmer tries to send it in. Walked into the zone by Omaha. Smith plays it up the boards. Lancers force it back down to the corner. Centering pass, taken away by Anders. He'll send it up, back out to center ice. Lancers are walking into the zone. It's knocked off the stick there temporarily. All the way down the corner it goes. Anders with a big hit down there. Now it's Anders Hill racing it out. Plays it off to Palmer, who sends it into the zone.
Period. By number 58, assisted by 28 and 88.
All the way back to Cooper Smith in front of his own bench. He'll play it over to Else. Sends it up. Omaha takes it away. Back. Super Chop sends it into the zone. Knocked away. Now out to center ice. Carter Molenkamp has it there. He'll play it over to Elsie. Elsie angles it off the boards ahead to Waddick. Ethan Waddick will carry it out to center ice. Into the attacking zone. He'll dump it in. Wraps around behind the Omaha net. Lancers try and play it out to the corner. Sent out to center ice. Bouncing puck all the way into the Dubuque attacking zone. Played off there. Shot from the... No shot. Held off. They'll wrap it around back behind the net. Forced to the near corner now. Eubanks out of the box. Leaves it off there for Elsie. Gets away from her and squirts to the corner. Molenkamp will battle for it there. Sent back down to the corner. Oh, shoulder-to-shoulder action there. There we go. Both of them are gone.
Attention, please. This kid feels like a whole entire world collapse.
Larson says 5-on-5. We're going to check and see who that Omaha goalie's name is and if it's a name I can pronounce. Oh, let it be Westman, please. It's not. Puck's down. Saints send it out the boards. Elliot Trosh off to the races. He's got a goal is what he's got. Elliot Trosh ties the game back up at 2. Had Tyler Randall in the middle, made a beautiful move to open up some space and bury it. So 2-2 here in Dubuque with 4:13 to go in the first. Shots on goal still favor the Lancers, 7-4. Puck's down. Omaha controls. They'll send it up. Taken away by Owen Trosh on the blue line. Tries to get ahead to Tees. Battled on in front of the Dubuque bench. Now it comes loose. Into the attacking zone. Trosh back to get it out of the corner. He's pressured by the Lancers forward. Around the back of the net. Plays it over to Meehan. Scooped up by Randall. He'll race it out of the corner. Find some room at open ice. Rubbed off the puck just in front of the Zam doors. Tees comes over to help out. Randall back behind the net. Drops it there for Tees. Could be Troush. Is Troush. Tees now behind the net. Back to Owen Troush. Fires it on net. Blocked in front by Randall. Meehan plays it off the boards ahead to Omaha, who takes it away. Tries to carry it in the zone. It's knocked loose there. Played out the far side. Troush back to get it. And that's an icing call. So it's 3:01 left to go in the first period. We've got a tie game. Shots on goal favor the Lancers, 7-4. Puck's down. Cooper Smith sends it around the boards. Omaha takes it away there. Now played off to the near corner. Huger battles for it. Blake Schrader steps in to help out. Comes out to Michael Poles. His shot. Saved by the Omaha goaltender. Poles sends it out in front again. Oh, bouncing puck gets away. Anders Hills. Puck doesn't find the net. Poles has got it again. Tries to get over to Anders. Omaha forces their way up the middle. Trevor Breen all bladed out. Sent back in on net. Blocked away by just like Anders. Now it's battle for on the board. Omaha walks it down the corner. Squirts out to the slot. Loose puck there. There we go. Batted away after neutralize.
At 4:22 left in the first period, we have a roughing penalty on number 8. with Dubuque offset and a roughing penalty on number 12, Omaha. And then
Played off to Owen Troush. Owen spins it ahead. Powell can't get a good clean carry on it. Dumps it into the zone, and Smothers will run it down to the corner. Takes a big hit there.
Assisted by number 5, Tyler Randall.
So now it's the Lancers out of the far corner. They'll play it up the boards. Chipped ahead. Works their way into the zone. Back behind the net of Breen. He plays it up there. Gets it off to Meehan. Meehan ahead to Palmer. Tries to chip it ahead. Taken away by the Lancers just at the blue line, and they'll work their way back in. Nice toe drag there. Tops of the circles. Shot. Saved by Breen. Holds on for a whistle. The scores from around the league. It was Kansas City over Lincoln in a shootout, 3-2. Fremont Warbirds show no mercy to the Bogie Mammoths and win 12-1. And the Riders are victorious over Quad Cities, 8-4. Back to live action. Puck caroms out to the far side. Battle for in the corner. Tyler Randall has a man pinned back there. Tries to play it up the boards. Elliot Troush has a man pinned there. Omaha walks around. Gets a shot off. Saved by Breen. One final score. It's the Des Moines Oak Leafs. 4-0 over the Mason City Mohawks.
1 minute remaining in the first period.
1 minute to play in the period. Omaha holds it in at the blue line. Bouncing puck. Collected by Omaha. They'll knock it into the zone. Omaha plays it to the slot. Shot. Saved by Breen. Battle for in the far boards. Chipped out. Held in by the Lancers. Now it's finally worked ahead. Randall's got it on the boards. Superchop feeds it down the wall. Omaha picks it up at center ice, throws it on Breen. Bouncing puck, gobbled up. He'll drop it there. Just 9 seconds to go in the period. Honors Hill right up the middle. Gonna have to skate faster than that to cover the ice in 9 seconds. Oh, delayed call coming on Omaha. I wonder if the question is ever, yes, I would like another one, Mr. Referee, sir. So Omaha to draw a penalty there at the end of the period. After one, scores 2-2 here in Dubuque. Shots on goal favor the Lancers. 11-5.
As time expires at the end of the first period, we have a penalty on Omaha, number 26, for slashing.
Saints will start out Anders Hill. Or on the power play. Anders Hill's the only defenseman out there. Anders Hill, Tyler Randall, Palmer, Huger, Pulls. Puck's down and run away. Gets it back to Anders. And they all stand there and look at him. Now play it ahead to Palmer. Palmer plays it back to Anders. This is a unique power play we've got going on here. Anders works his way out to center ice. Into the attacking zone. They'll leave it behind the net. Battle on the boards. Omaha will clear out the center ice. Anders back to get it. He'll work it up in front of the benches. Drops it off for Randall. Sent into the zone. Now a long clearing attempt. Green will settle it down on the goal line. Anders picks it up there. Sent into the zone. Omaha tackles the player. Randall doesn't appreciate that. Played up the near boards. Omaha clears it out. Sent up. Blake Schrader carries it into neutral ice. Sends it in. Taken away by Omaha. They'll work it back to center. Chip loose. Bit of a breakaway. Now run down by Cooper Smith. Blake Schrader works up the far side. He's got Troush out in front of him. Troush from the top, or the face-up dots. Runs into resistance. It's played back to Molenkamp at the red line. He'll send it D over to Smith. 3 seconds left on that power play. Zaitz will dump it in. Wraps around behind the net. Omaha sends it the length of the ice. For an icing. Puck's down. Sent down to the corner. Omaha will play it from the end boards. Knocked loose by Smothers. Sends out in front. Still loose, still bouncing. Lancers control. Played out to center ice. Worked into the zone. They'll chip it around Meehan. Plays it off the boards ahead to Smothers. Smothers works it back to neutral ice. Dumped back in by Omaha. Owen Troush back to get it. Goes back behind his own net. Loses it there. Send out the far side. Palmer gets it ahead to Smothers. Bouncing puck on the far boards. Smothers tries to knock it in. Now he does. Played out to the far side. The Lancers get turned back by Powell. Powell still pestering him down the corner. Now takes it away in the slot. Shot tipped just wide. Loose out in front. Omaha will send it the length. Green stops it. Anders Hill works back behind his own net. Drops it off there for Troush. Troush back behind the net. Now he'll work it out the far side. Chips it up to the middle. Omaha takes it away. Works it back into the zone. Gets by Hill. Back to the corner. Sent to the near boards. Tees will pick it up. Sends it out through the air. Ahead to Elliot Troush. Omaha turns him back into the zone. Big hit by Owen Troush there. Lancers control it in the zone. Aerial pass. Lands just on the end wall. Played around to the far side. It's Elliott. Big hit there. Big man, though. Now it's a battle on in the score table. Sent all the way into the Oma zone. Lancers will wrap it around to the near boards. Troush goes diving into the boards. Sent on net. Troush sends it through the middle. Kicked off to the far side. Fugler plays it back to the point. Doesn't quite make it, though. Schrader gets a piece of it, holds it in. Omaha counters. They'll bring it into the zone. Dumped wide, goes all the way to the end wall. Drives around, back behind the net, sends out in front. One-timer missed, and back out to neutralize. Right up ahead, Michael Poles tries to chip it on one. The Lancers counter. Now it trickles back to the Dubuque defensive zone. Cooper Smith will set up shop behind the net. Left there for Blake Schrader. Played up the far side. Head to Anders Hill. Anders tries to send it in. Blake Schrader's got it now. Feeds it back into the zone. Omaha back up the near boards. Taken away by Schrader. The Lancers managed to clear it. Send it the length of the ice for icing. Nope, no icing. For some reason unknown to me. Carter Moenkamp works out from behind his own net, right up Main Street. Taken away by the Lancers. They'll work it into their zone. 3-on-2 the other way. Dropped up there. Shot from the faceoff dot. Fired wide. Moenkamp from the far boards. Centering pass. Gets it over to Palmer. That's going to be offsides. No, it wasn't. Sent back behind the net. The Lancers spin it out there. Knocked off a stick by Powell. Back behind the net again. Powell still battling for it. Works it over to the corner. He'll play it back to the blue line. On net. The Lancers goaltender will cover it there. 8:50 to go in the second period. It's 2-2 here in Dubuque. Shots on goal favor the Lancers, 12-7. We'll get Palmer out there with Powell and Smothers. Backed by Meehan and Owen Troush. Ball controls in their own zone, sent back. Fired off the far boards. Played back into the Omaha zone. They'll pick it up from the end wall. Played out the near side. Meehan gets a piece of it on the red line, but can't hold on. Treats all the way back to the defensive zone. Dances around one. Now he'll send it over to Troush. Troush up the far boards. Smothers has got some room. Shot. Saved by the Lancers goaltender. Omaha back behind their own net. Seemed like a high stick there. Matt Larson very close. Didn't call it. Meehan with a nice poke check. Backhands it in from the red line. Omaha forces it back out. All the way to the end wall. The Lancers pick it up there. They'll work it back behind the net. Head to a streaking man. Now thrown out in front. Loose puck in the slot. Knocked away by Dubuque. Big bomb from the point. Omaha's got it again. Another shot to tie and wide. Eubanks will send it the length of the ice for ice. $7:30 to go in the second period. Puck's down. Anders has it in the corner. Tries to send out the boards. Michael Jordan grabs it and pulls it down. That's a hook, and they're going to call it. That Matt Larson, what a guy. Green gloves it. Blanchette, 2 minutes. Looking. Saints back on the power play. 7:13 to go in the second period. We'll get Fugler, Randall Hill, Palmer Poles. Tyler Randall to the dot. Saints win the draw. Get it back to Anders Hill. He'll send it over to Michael Poles. Pressure Poles. He'll try and throw it down the boards. Omaha takes it away, but gives it back. That was nice of him. Cross ice pass. Fugger from the faceoff dot. Shot. Saved by the goaltender. Driven into the end wall. Picked up there. Palmer gives it up to Randall. He'll send it back down to the corner to Fugger. Fugger walks it to the top of the circle. Drops off for Anders Hill. Bouncing puck. Still manages to corral it. Sends it to Randall, who gives it off to Fugger again. Fugger from the goal line. Spins it down to the corner. Omaha tries to play it out. Held in by Randall. His shot deflected high and wide into the netting. 6:33 to go in the second period. Still a minute 20 on the power play. It's 2-2 here in Dubuque. Shots on goal. 12-10 in favor of Omaha. Randall wins it back to Anders Hill. Seemed like a trip in front. Knocked away there. Played out to center ice. Omaha, a little bit of a break. They'll drive it all the way down to the corner. Hit the brakes there. Taken away by Michael Poles. Saints try and capitalize on an odd man rush the other way. Poles works it through center ice. Into the attacking zone. Finds some space at the top of the circles. Drops it off there for Anders. Anders gives it back to Poles, rolls off his stick, and the Lancers will send it to late. Still 45 seconds on the power play. Anders Hill back to get it. We'll get some fresh legs of Cooper Smith, Elliot Troush out, Ethan Tees. Anders from behind his own net, up Main Street, sends it out to the far side, just out of the reach of Smith, and Omaha blasts it back to the end wall. Green tees it up there for Anders. Now he'll work it up in front of the benches. Dumped in from the blue line. Played it off to the corner. Omaha hard off the boards. Cooper Smith shot from the slot. Goal! Power play goal for Cooper Smith. Makes it 3-2. Get Tyler Randall to the dot. Puck's down. One into the Omaha zone. It's battled on in the Omaha zone. Played up the far side. Lancers will send it out to center ice. Smith back to get it. Tries to play it at the boards. Gets it out to neutral ice. Omaha spins it. They'll play it out the far side. Send through the middle. Backhanded pass. Just out of the reach of the Omaha player. Now they've regained control. Centering pass. Nice save by Breen. Another one from his backside. Struggles, and he'll hold on for a whistle. And then the pushy comes in. We'll get Troush, Meehan, Schrader, Poles, and Palmer out for 44 to go in the second period. Blake Schrader to the faceoff dot. Puck's down. Omaha wins it. They'll spin it back to their blue line with a bouncing pass. Michael Poles will pressure him all the way back behind the net. They'll spin it to the far side. Now it's Fugger applying the pressure. Omaha tries to get it out, and now it does. Out to center ice. Work around Meehan. Pass through the middle, goes unconnected. Nolan Troush tries to work it up the near side. Battle on in front of the Omaha bench. Squirts out to the point. Drops off there. Shot. Would have been good if it was a field goal. Back to the point. Can't control it there. Micah Poles races it down just inside the Dubuque zone. Schrader picks it up, drops it off for Poles. Poles gets a shot on net. Gloved by the Omaha goaltender. .352 to go in the second period. Palmer to the dot. He's got Smothers and Powell with him. Plays it to the boards. Elsie's got it there. She sends it down to the corner. Smothers digs it off. Wrapped around to the far side. Palmer comes in. Played off his skates. Sent back in. The Omaha player knocks it out to center ice, and they'll race it into the attacking zone. Finds a gap. Saved by Breen. He'll hold on for a whistle. Face off won by Dubuque. Powell sends it to center ice. Palmer's got it there. Tries to get it to Smothers. Just out of his reach. Now sent on net. Catches the side of the net. Smothers rubs off the puck back behind the net. Omaha reverses course. They'll go behind the net now. Gets away from Powell. Works it up the near side in front of the benches. Chipped out to center ice. Omaha works it into the zone. Big hit by Carter Molenkamp. Squirts loose. Elsie Skokoff. She'll play it ahead, just out of the reach of Powell. Omaha stops skating, so that waves the icing off. Now they'll work it out. Sent to the far side. Dumped into the zone. Breen will stop it behind his net. Leaves it there for Anders. Little confusion there as Breen tries to get back to the blue paint. Waddick gets it ahead to Eubanks. Eubanks sends it up the far boards. Tries to win the race. Both players are wiped out. Eubanks is going to get another penalty. 2 minutes for interference. So Omaha back on the power play now. 2:26 to go in the second period. Puck's down. Omaha wins it. We'll send it to the far boards. Huger takes it away momentarily. Omaha gets it back. Now it's sent ahead. Poles will send it the length of the ice and race to get it. He's got it in the corners. Dances away from one. Lancers pick it up and they'll bring it up to the near side. Poles knocks it away again. And again. Alone on the goal line. Works it back behind the net. This is quality penalty killing time. Now Omaha's got it. They'll work it up the far side. Into the attacking zone. Shot blocked. Bouncing puck to the slot though. Cooper Smith sends it the length. Tyler Randall wins the race there. Sends it back along the end wall. Omaha up through neutral zone. Into the attacking zone. They'll drive it wide. Shot deflected high into the netting. 1 minute to go in the period. Or 1 minute to go in the power play. 1:25 to go in the period. Saints with a 3-2 lead. Omaha still leading on shots. 15-13. Right to the dot. He wins it over to Molenkamp. High off the glass. Very high off the glass. Goes the length, and Troush is down to get it in the corner. He'll try and tie it up there. The third Omaha player finally pries it loose. Omaha back behind their own net. Carries up the far side. They'll try and chip it ahead, taken away by Randall. Battled in front of the scorer's table. Still holds on to it. Now Omaha, cross ice pass in front of their own bench. Work back to the other side of the blue line. Chipped out by Randall. They'll reset at the red line. Back into the zone. Play it off. Omaha from the point. Back to the point. Shot. Loose in front. Just wide. 30 seconds to go in the period. Can't connect on the cross ice pass. They'll work it down to the corner. Penalty's over. Back to 5 aside. Molenkamp sends it around the boards. Omaha pulls it off the far side. Works it back to the middle. Cross ice pass is unconnected. Back behind the net. The Lancers battle for it there.
Full strength.
Aerial pass out to neutral ice. Owen Troush trying to run it down with 5 seconds left. The Lancers have it. They'll play it back to neutral ice. Poke loose. No. And that'll do it for the second period. Saints ahead 3-2 with just 1 period to play. Shots on goal. Favor the Lancers. 16-13. We'll take a break, clean the ice. See you back in 15 minutes. 8th and final JV playoff spot. Randall in for the draw. Puck's down and we're underway. Cooper Smith back to get in the defensive zone. Plays it off the boards. Glove down by Omaha. Battle in the corner. Troush tries to get it there. Randall comes back, picks it up. Delayed call in Omaha. Probably another one coming right there. Rough. Might be giving offsetting penalties here. Two penalties coming for Omaha. Saints about to go out 5-on-3. Matt Larson doing a fine job of maintaining control in the game. So 5-on-3 gets Anders Hill, Michael Poles, Palmer, Randall, and Fugger. Omaha wins the draw, tries to play it up, knocked down by the Saints. They'll get it to Poles at the red line. He'll carry it into the zone, find some space on the near side, works it back behind the net. They'll spin it out the side to Randall. Randall back down to Poles, bounces over his stick. Played back to Randall at the blue line, fed over to Anders Hill. Anders gets room to walk. He'll take it to the top of the circles. Plays it down low. Back to Anders at the top of the circles. Sent through the middle. Caroms off of Randall's feet. Poles has got it. High slot from Hill. Sends it to the far side. Terrible angle shot. Caroms all the way back to the defensive zone. Anders Hill scoops it up. Back behind the net.
And number 55.
He'll play it ahead. Randall chips around one. Races to get it off the end wall. Drives it back behind the net. Sends it back to Michael Poles at the blue line. Feeds it back down to Randall. Cross to Anders Hill. Fed to the faceoff dot. Palmer gets it there. Drops off for Fugger. Now Palmer from back behind the net. Plays off to Randall. Anders Hill from the high slot. Fired high and wide. Puck stuck in the back of the net. Bounced off there by Randall. Fugger's got it in the corner. Plays off to Michael Poles. Poles from the high slot. Shot just wide. Comes out to the near side. Omaha gets it and clears it out to neutral ice. Michael Poles all the way back to get it. Spins away from one. Throws a big hit there for Michael Poles. And Anders Hill will walk it up with just 18 seconds to go on the 2 penalties. Into the zone. And we'll get an offsides call. So 13 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Saints will send out Troush, Schrader, Molenkamp, Smith, and Tease will stay out there. Tease to the dot. Wins it forward. Taken away by Omaha, and they'll send it the length of the ice. Jumps over green stick, back behind the net. Picked up there by Molenkamp. Long stretch pass. Out of the reach of Tees. No icing, though. Played up the far board. Schrader feeds it down to the end wall. Lancers pick it up. They'll advance up the boards. Out to neutral ice. Cross ice pass to no one. Picked up by Cooper Smith. He'll cycle back behind his own net off the far wall. Omaha sends it back into the zone. Taken away by Blake Schrader. Plays it back to Molenkamp. Molenkamp to Schrader. Throws it up the near side. Onto the stick of Elliot Troush. He'll walk it in. Got Tees in the middle. Bad angle shot. Saved by the Omaha goaltender. And he'll hold on for a whistle. Get Powell, Palmer, and Smothers. They're backed by Troush and Meehan. Puck's down, one to the wall. Smothers tries to send it back. It's tipped loose. Owen Troush racing back to get it. He'll send it back around the net to the far boards. Smothers over there clears it out to center ice, and it's Palmer running it down. Picks it up in the offensive zone. Shot, bad angle. Covered by the Omaha goaltender. Holds on for a whistle. 11:47 to go in the third period. Shots all tied at 16. Puck's down. Back to Troush at the blue line. Throws it on net, or at least in the general vicinity of it. Back to Troush again at the red line. He spins it towards the boards. Omaha dumps it into the zone. Owen back to get it. Hard off the boards. Out to center ice. Palmer's got it. Feeds it over to Smothers, who leaves it there. Saints are off sides, and we'll get a whistle. Face off to come in front of the Omaha bench. 11:24 to go in the third period. Matt Larson clearly explaining the rules to Coach Austin. Puts down. Played ahead. Omaha has it in the defensive zone. Long stretch pass. Cooper Smith, he plays for the other team. Omaha's got it again. Again, they'll try the stretch pass. Now they've got it, though. 2-on-1 the other way. Finds an open area in the slot. Gets a shot. Tipped wide. They'll play it back to the blue line. Blocked in front by Eubanks. Now chipped out to center ice. Eubanks takes a big hit. Omaha spins it into the zone. Tries to walk around Smith. All the way down the slot. Poked loose by Green. And Eubanks will carry it out. Dumps it into the zone. The Omaha goaltender plays it wide. It's wrapped around to the far side. For an icing call. "27 people watching the broadcast. Thanks to everyone for coming in. It's 3-2 here in Dubuque. 10:37 to go in the third period. Saints on top. Puck's down. Back to Sukachov. She'll send it around the boards. Tees picks it up behind the net. Spins away from one. It's knocked off his stick, and the Lancers will control it in the corner. Played up the near boards. Taken away by Troush. Omaha forces it out to neutral ice. Into the attacking zone they come. Nice back check there by Tees. Bouncing puck, gloved by Breen. He'll hold on for a whistle. Minimal pushing. Puck's down. Sent wide to Troush. Elson Sukuchov over to get it. She'll play it up the boards. Held in by Omaha at the blue line. Now Troush. They still managed to hold it in. Shot, goal. And we're tied at 3. So 10 minutes to go in the third. We're all tied up. Brand new game here. Shots on goal favor the Lancers. 19-16. Puck's down. Meehan's got it in his defensive zone, plays it ahead. Taken away by the Lancers, played back to the defensive zone. Now Troush circles back behind his own net. Schrader gives him the flyby. Played out ahead. Omaha dump it back in. Meehan now behind the net. He'll work it up the far side. Plays ahead. Schrader can't quite hold on to it. Work down. Schrader now in the corner. Sends it through the middle. Tipped away. Gets away from Fugger, and it's Omaha the other way. 3-on-2. Sent through the middle. Blocked by Meehan. He's tackled behind the net. Sent all the way back out. Puck jumps on edge, and we get an icing. Puck's down. High off the glass. It'll go the length. No icing, though. Held in the zone by Smothers. He'll walk it to the top of the circle. Fires wide. Karam's all the way over to the far side. Smothers knocks Cooper Smith off the puck. Now played up the far boards. Anders Hill has it on the front of his own blue line. Played ahead. Palmer gets it in. Battles for it, tops of the circles. Omaha walks away with it. Bouncing puck. Stop just outside the red line. Now Omaha gets control. They'll play it wide. Cooper Smith tries for the hit, goes over top of him. High off the boards, all the way back to the Omaha defensive zone. They'll wheel it there. Got the Saints on a little bit of a bad change. Big cannon shot goes over the net. Wraps around to the near side. It's gloved down by Eubanks. Cleared out by the Saints. Lancers have it on their own blue line. They'll work it back through neutral ice. Into the attacking zone. Chips it around Anders. Cooper Smith pulls it out of the corner. Sends it to the far side. Orr's waiting there. He's knocked off the puck. Omaha through the middle. Blocked by Eubanks. Back behind the net. They'll work it around to the near side. To the corner it comes. Knocked loose. That's Ethan Waddick. He'll carry it out of the zone. Backhands it off the boards. Taken away by the Lancers. They'll work it forward. Cooper Smith guns it out the far side. Lancers have it behind their own net. Carries it through the middle. All the way up center ice. Back check by Randall the whole way. Shot. High and wide. Karam's all the way back out to center ice. Actually, all the way back the length of the ice. Omaha winds it up from their own goal line. Played out to the far side. Worked it down to the goal line. Back behind the net. Lancers have it there. From the corner now. Puck Karam's out to the far corner. Molenkamp chips it ahead. Troush gets a piece of it. Sends it into the scorekeeper's touch. 6:32 to go in the third period. Scores tied 3-3. Pucks down. Molenkamp behind the net, sends it around the near side. Tease takes a big hit there. No attempt to play the puck whatsoever. Troush knocks it loose though. Omaha goalie plays it off the boards. Out to neutral ice. Omaha comes. Full head of steam into the attacking zone. Shot high and wide. Wraps all the way around to the far side where Omaha holds it in. Chips it back down to the goal line. Elsie knocks him off there. Worked out to the goal line. Carter Molenkamp wraps it up the near boards. Tease can't quite get it out. Now it's flipped out to center ice. The Lancers back to get it. They'll send it up through the neutral zone. Chipped into the zone. Picked up on the goal line. Carter Molenkamp spins it around to Elsie. Elsie gets it up. Knocked down by Elliot Troush. Spins away from one. He'll play it around the boards. Skips away from Tyler Randall. Shot. Blocked in front by Omaha. It's Troush now. Cross the red line. Gets around one. Into the zone. Centering pass just ahead of Fugger. Fugger from the near corner. He's knocked off the puck, and the Lancers will come the other way. Troush knocks him off. Meehan plays it ahead. Troush backhanded into the zone. Omaha from behind the goal line. Spins back to the corner. 5 minutes to go in the game. Long stretch pass. Doesn't catch anyone for an icing.
Robot and Zeta. It's all picking up soon. Just stay with a trip, brother. I don't know about your crews. Down there, everything you find.
Pucks down. Omaha hard off the boards. Held in by Troush. Gets away from him, though. 2-on-1 the other way. Meehan back. Sent to the corner. Nice defensive job by Meehan. Schrader rides him all the way in. Now it's Michael Poles. Tries to clear it out. Held in by the Lancers. They'll send it down to the corner. Troush back to get it. Meehan beats him to it. Played up the boards. Still held in by Omaha. Tip towards the net, and Trevor Breen will hold on for a whistle. Three to three here with 4:30 to go in the third period. Shots on goal favor the Lancers. 20-16. Pucks down. Back to the Omaha D. Glove saved by Breen, and we'll do it all again. Get it Palmer to the faceoff dot. Shot sent wide. Battled on the near boards. Omaha tries to walk out with it. Now centering pass, turned aside by Smith. Chipped out. Palmer sends it through the middle. Smothers knocks it down. He'll race to get it. Seems like interference there. Going to have to try and play the puck next time there. Boys in black. Up the far side. Overskates the puck. Now sent back to the red line. Battle on in front of the scorer's table. Tried to chip it into the zone. Hit a ref. Back to the Omaha defensive zone. They'll go D to D. Smothers sends it back to Palmer. Palmer sends it on net. Catches the far side. Back out in front. Now Smothers in the corner. Played back behind the net. Taken away by Omaha. Palmer in the corner. Feeds it back to Cooper Smith. Gets it over to Anders Hill. Anders from the blue line. Shot deflected in front. Smothers spins it back to Hill. Sends it back deep. Smothers tries to center it. Omaha hard off the boards, out the far side, collected by Cooper Smith on his own blue line. They go to D over to Anders. Anders plays it ahead to Ethan Tease. Gets by one, ahead to Elliot Troush. Bouncing puck. Troush can't quite get a shot off, all the way to the end wall. Comes loose, sent through the crease, nobody home. Omaha now the other way. 2-on-2 with heavy back checking. Nice save by Breen. Held in at the blue line by Omaha, though. They send it back down. Elsie's got a little time. She'll work it out of the far corner. Played ahead. Gets it up to Tyler Randall. He'll chip it in the zone. That's interference. That's interference. Someone's going to try and play the puck. Omaha now up the near side. Through center ice. Back to LC in the defensive zone. Plays ahead to Troush. Sends it in. Saved by the Omaha goaltender. Randall on the far boards. Omaha tries to play it up to the middle and does. Full head of speed in the attacking zone. The Lancers have it. Shot saved by Breen. Loose puck. Breen will cover for a whistle. With 2:12 to go, we're still tied here. Saints looking for that 1 point. Lock their place in at the year-end tournament. No timeout. That would have been the time to do it. Bouncing puck all the way back behind the net. Lancers trying to pick it up there. Omaha goalie's still in. I guess it's 3-3. Omaha goalie's still in net. Why wouldn't he be? It's 3-3. Back behind the net. Played off to the near boards. They'll send it out to center ice. Knocked back in by Omaha. Fugger gets away from one. Sends it ahead to Blake Schrader, who chips it into the zone. Wraps all the way over to the far corner where Michael Poles knocks it down below the goal line. Tries to send it back into an Omaha defender. Sent the link to the ice for icing. Now we'll see if either team wants to use their timeout. Saints are sending a line out. Omaha seems to be sending a line out too. So we're all comfortable saving those timeouts for a rainy day. Saints will send out Smothers, Palmer, Powell, Hill, and Cooper Smith. .137 to go. Face off one, back to Anders Hill. He'll send it on net. Blocked in front. Omaha out the other way. Plays it up to Cooper Smith. He'll send it back. Knocked loose at center ice. Battle for on the red line. Chipped ahead. Anders knocks it down. They'll chip it by him, though. Tries to wheel it to the middle. Wide open in the slot. Nice save by Breen. Loose puck comes loose. Now it's Palmer. Omaha stops him at the blue line. Tries to turn it away into the attacking zone. Shot high and wide. Carries around to the near boards. Tyler Randall sends it back out to neutral ice. Omaha controls at their own blue line. Knocked in by Elliot Troush. Ethan Tees will apply the pressure. Sent back behind the net. Jumps over the stick of the Lancer player. Now they'll send it out through neutral ice. Cooper Smith has it on the far side. Dumped into the zone. Goal! Cooper Smith! Just outside the blue line. Got the goalie sleeping. And it's 4-3 with 38 seconds left. Timeout, Omaha. Cooper Smith was a laser that just found enough space on the far bar to get in.
With 38 seconds left in the third period, we have a go-ahead goal by number 6, Cooper Smith.
Down. Omaha has it. They'll try and race it in. Poked away by Mikey Poles. They'll go to D on their own blue line. Played ahead. Now it's all the way back into the defensive zone. Cooper Smith sends it around the far side. Omaha manages to hold it in. Michael Poles knocks it loose. The Omaha goaltender, that's too. Oh, fired just wide. Now Omaha stretch pass. They'll carry it out of their own zone. 7 seconds left. Goaltender heads to the bench. Knocked loose. That'll do it. So the Saints punch their ticket for the year-end tournament with a 4-3 win over the Lancers. Shots on goal finish in favor of the Lancers, 25-19. We'll clean the ice, do some varsity warm-ups. See you back around 7 o'clock for the varsity game. I'm Neil and Mary's grandson, saying if you can find a rink